Welcome back, YouTube, to the battle of evil Vizier guy. He's about to,
Something I've missed in this that I really enjoyed in Diablo 2 is you
a-
saying who you are at the start of every video. How will they
and
know?
before you joined us in the stream, one of the first things that Bobo and I kind of like chatted about in the stream was, hey, do you remember how mad Grimith used to get when we would introduce ourselves in the stream? And it's like, yeah, it's like he hated the sound of our names.
Not mad so much as why the fuck did you
It's
think
like,
people say
God
things
damn
my
it,
way?
how many times? We can expect these kinds of results. Let us continue.
We have some lines on the map here, sir.
We march.
Expect the lines to work. If you don't like that, we have some refreshments off to the side.
Anyway, we are marching off to war. We are going to retake Sakata here.
We are off to surround a castle so that we can obtain it during an event chain, right?
Correct. And now the question becomes, do we want to actually go in and zoom in and see this little small-scale battle, or just let it unfold?
What do you think would be the most exciting?
Probably actually like to see a battle for once.
All right.
So I don't know how many we'll have. It's definitely something that, as the game drags on, you find yourself not needing to watch every
This is
single
also
battle.
evenly matched, too. 800 versus 800.
Melee, raise melee, limit movement, lower their speed, raise defense. Let's go for this and then go for a nice close and personal melee attack. I'll end it quickly. With high casualties to both sides. Oh man, we're beating up on a woman! Because this unit consists of that one person who is leading it.
Well, fear the tiger of...
We withdraw.
Damn retreat.
That's right.
Fear the tiger of wet dong.
Fear the tiger of damn retreat.
At this point, they could probably just return to base because they pretty much wiped out the enemy's army. But oh wow, Kagatora himself couldn't be bothered to march out for this. That's kind of sad.
Oh, well, no, like, yeah, I don't. If he
Can't be.
goes out to confront these rebels, it would be like giving them any sort of credibility at all.
Well, I conceptually I see what you're saying, but I think at the same time there's also a sense of I personally punished the rebels. That because he's gonna follow this up by trying to claim that he should be the leader of the clan.
Well,
that he's
maybe he's handling the political affairs at home with his tutor who's building roads.
All I know is that the Hojo clan are already fucking shit up.
Well,
It didn't take long.
well, yeah, Lethal and I are still there.
I want to check real quick if that's the clan that I think it was. From the name, the Oda clan. Okay, it's not. They're still around. These guys are like the crazy fan logo. They were around for a long time at the last game. I was surprised how long it took before the Hojo and then went to war. Anyway, back to it. As we have mostly created officers here. Are you not going to attack?
They're just here to surround, man.
These are both created officers. This guy, I don't know. Oh, part of the problem is that these roads really suck.
We march.
Yeah. You don't have the road work going on out here.
No, well, I mean, I don't own the territory yet. I mean, I could have sent my road crews in. It's like, hey, we're improving the road so that we could attack you better.
I'm
Sakata
sure a
clan's also
Sakata
fucking
Castle
shit up.
would have greatly appreciated that. Log jam here, regrettable. The Takeda, your greatest foe, is at work.
Yeah, and unfortunately they've got this is the thing. I don't make much use of them, but they are in fact using tribal support to punch above their weight. Since most of their army has already been wiped out in the field battle, but they've got some tribal guys who are bolstering their numbers, hanging around over here somewhere.
Yeah, do give nice perks. Every year you've got them under your belt, whether it's a tribute or whether it's goodies. That boss unit, man, in a most useful location.
Try to endure this.
Yeah, you kind of want to hang out close to the castle walls if that's the thing that's keeping you alive.
Big deal. Maybe they had a falling out.
Everyone show our bite.
Don't fight.
Create confusion? No, that's not really going to be helpful.
Take advantage of this chance attack as we continue to backpedal.
Attack the insects that are in your path by stepping on them as you retreat.
Follow my lead.
You just stay over there, boss.
Yeah, I'd say this this boss here is just kind of not doing a whole lot to help us
You
out.
just decided to take the shit and just say, yeah, fuck him.
They're just like, I feel like I had to make a show of helping out, but, we were never going to win. So.
Something, honor,
We'll tear the walls down, Chris Jericho style. Now, we'll be taking the castle, which means I'll have to repair the walls, but it'll still make it easier to seize the place.
Surround it.
You're
Take
supposed
from them their lunch money.
All you're supposed
Oh, that's
to
right.
do
All
is
we had to do is
surround
surround
it,
it. Well, damn it.
You just
Now
wanted
we'll
to
have to
spend more money. Admit it.
I do. I love spending money. My biggest problem with this game, Sun Shuen isn't here, so I can't just donate all of my gold to his force. As Kagetora surrounded Sakata Castle, he had a visitor.
What if we had
Oh,
Liu
no.
Biao here? Would that suffice too?
It's like, we had a visitor. Oh no, it's a bunch of reptiles who were wearing human skins. The visitors, The wife to Masakage Imagawa, the master of the castle, and Kagetore's older sister, Aya. Oh, that's who she is. Okay, so Aya was the one who led all of the units that attacked us. Kagetora, have you been well? I have, sister. You seem likewise. She's his older sister.
It's like, how the hell did I get here? Like, I thought I was, I don't recall
made
leading any of these units.
I made a point of not bothering to show up for this battle. I have come to you with a request.
Deny.
I already know. Sir Masakage is permitted to return to the clan. I'm sorry. Please don't sit on my head like you did when I was 3 and you were 8. Haha, as always, you see through everything. There is much these eyes of mine see. That's ominous. I'm the time machine of Nintendo. I can see all. The path you should tread next as well. Yes, save those who believe in me, who ask my aid, talk a bunch of empty crap about justice while conquering the land for my own purposes, that sort of thing. That is my righteousness. Those who would seek gain and satisfy their desires to the detriment of others of the world, those are my enemies. Seek righteousness and the death of my enemies. That is my path, to crush my enemies, to see them driven before me, and to hear the lamentation of the women. Okay. And if those who believe in you are no longer... If those who seek your aid are no longer, what will become of your righteousness, little bro? I had not thought of that. Perhaps I could have said that a little differently, but a sister is like that, however old she may become. I am worried about you. An unselfish heart knows love and reverence, and you must not forget to love, to revere people. I ask of you, do not lose yourself in battle. Well, if we only have one battle every 50 videos, it shouldn't be that big of a problem.
Never mind the fact that I led troops. It's, it's,
Look, I got roads to build. I have other people to fight the battles. That's why I am Bishamontan, god of road building. My battle is not out of my own desire.
the god of road building.
The desire thing again. It is to answer every people's belief, to protect their righteousness. It is to create a world where people can stand for themselves, and to show that one who undergoes such a fight is undefeatable.
That is my ambition.
Yes, that is my desire. Stop picking on me, big sister. I must show all 3 of those, out of concern for you as well, my sister. I'm gone.
Look at these beautiful purple knots. They are each of my nipples. They are incredible.
God. Oh.
They are my nipple surrogates.
Which is more prefer, the PC version or the console version? Hey, iBeat is actually here. iBeat, your mafioso-faced character, was a big part of that last battle. I say, so I'm noticing you, so I'm assuming you just got here. In fact, you've probably been here for an hour.
Beat has been here for past 7 minutes.
While Kagatora had united Echigo, the lands around him grew engulfed in fiercer and fiercer battles. What are we gonna do tonight, Nagao? In Echu, Japanese name, friend of the Nagao clan, was suffering invasions from border clans and asked Kagatora's aid. In Kanto, Noramasa Uesugi, the Kanto councilor, fled from the Hojo's attacks all the way to Echigo to beg for Kagatora's help. Oh man, I know about the Hojo. Fuck, if I ever want just an easy run of this game, I'll play as the Hojo. From North Shinano came a noble, Yoshikiyo Murakami, defeated in Kai by an expanding Harunobu Takeda, also asking Kagatora for help. So am I like the fucking A-team? If you have the need and you can find him, you'll be able to get the help of Bishamonten?
They certainly keep coming, don't they?
Do I have to do this again? I can't believe this.
The little bow on the front of my hat is depressing me.
Having this many people ask for aid means Lord Kagatora is that well known. It's very admirable, yes. I'd like to go back to counting my credits now, please.
Indeed, we especially can't turn away the Kanto Chancellor, Lord Noramasa Uesugi. If the Chancellor posts less than... Wait, what? If the Chancellor post loses its impact... Hold on, let me gather my thoughts.
Less than 8% returns.
If the Chancellor post loses its impact, Kanto will fall into chaos and be at the whims of the Hojo. Yeah, that's kind of how I see it.
I think we're already at the whims of the Hojo, buddy.
I am worried about Shinano myself. Harunobu Takeda is bursting with ambition. We cannot let him be.
Why do you talk like that?
Because I'm the inept younger brother, or older brother.
Actually, no, he's not. He's the guy. Never mind, fuck.
Excuse me?
You're right, I shouldn't talk like
Spy! Spy!
Yet something feels off. Feels like we must tread carefully when dealing with him.
Still a spy.
Become that vampire. Yes, Harunobu is Shinken. Thank you for pointing. I knew that, but thank you for pointing that out for the chat. And he will be the lifelong nemesis of our avatar, our main character.
The clan of this made-up place have been faithful to the Uesugi clan since the last generation, which is still in my lifetime.
What do you mean made-up place? It's where we live.
We are historical exaggerations. We let them fall. We lose the trust of the warriors of this fictitious place.
Of Lollipop Land.
Yes, where there are honeys. Honeys as far as the eye can see.
In other words, we cannot abandon not a single one. Every little child is precious in Kagatora Nagao's sight.
How did you... My lord! You are incredible. Yes!
Very well. The time has come to show my righteousness, my valor to this world. Let's get on with it. Murakami clan was eliminated by Takeda clan. Wait, what? If they zoomed in on our city, it's like, did we just win it for the Takeda? I don't think that's what happened, but they scared me. Dracula. Ooh, and Righteous War. Echu, Kanto, North Shinano. The higher the reputation of the righteous warrior Kagatora arose, the more requests for aid came in. Yeah, I'm starting to think we should not proceed with a historical quest, because it seems to be fighting everyone else's wars for them.
You know, it's to help people stand on their own 2 feet, right?
Yeah, as my vassals.
It's to help people stand on their own 2 feet, right?
Yeah, sure.
It's all about packaging.
It's all about the total package, Lex Luger.
No.
It's not. It's not about him. He just went around stabbing Sting in the back. Oh, Imagawa clan. Oh, cover your ears, Grimith. This is going to get ugly. Yoshimoto Imagawa, said to be the greatest... Said to be the greatest warrior of Tokai, controlled a vast territory and had an army large enough to back it up. Geographically, Yoshimoto was not too far from the capital either. It would not be an exaggeration to say that he was the daimyo that was closest to ruling the nation. However, he was stopping the Imagawa clan from marching to the capital. However, what was stopping the Imagawa clan from marching to the capital was not the countries that lay between them, countries, but rather the two major armies in the opposite direction. Yoshimoto's late wife had descended from the Takata clan of Kai. However, Nobutora, the head of the Takata clan and the one who had suggested the marriage alliance, was presently being challenged for control of the clan by the current heir, Harunobu. Furthermore, although Yoshimoto had married his daughter into the Hojo clan of Sagami, the Imagawa's alliance with the Takata clan had reignited a border dispute between the Imagawa and Hojo.
All these frowny faces.
I know, the serious characters in these games all just look kind of constipated.
Harunobu.
This guy, he had units of like 150,000 troops in them marching against me in the last LP. The head of the Hojo clan, Uchiyasu, had pulled off a skillful surprise attack that allowed him to survive an attack on Kawagao Castle, which Yoshimoto had secretly planned.
Is that the technical pronunciation?
I added a little flavor to it. Additionally, Uchiyasu had been showing signs of expanding his army. In order to pave the way to the capital for the Imagawa clan, Sesai Taigen, one of Yoshimoto's chief retainers and fellow bald guy, had been negotiating with the leaders of the Takata and Hojo clans behind the scenes.
An alliance between all three countries?
You don't really need to hear about my incredible plans that I've organized. Why have I not found a messenger to do this? Indeed, my lord. With just a bit more time, my plan should be a success, and we will be able to march to the capital unhindered so that you can be installed there, and I can be far away.
Splendid. What is it that you ask of me, then? I know how much you love to visit me in person.
A meeting, Lord.
Oh, with whom?
You know,
I'm just reading the lines straight. I don't know why you keep ad-libbing.
people, stuff. I would like you to meet with Harunobu Takeda and that Hojo douchebag.
It's Takada.
My lord,
I don't
it
care.
is the holy pronunciation. I go to church, my lord. It's what we do. And that Hojo douchebag, as I said, at this made-up location.
It's a real place, damn it. I mean,
My
hold on, I'm
lord,
flipping into sync
you're
songs.
the one who has me handle your logistic and diplomatic affairs.
Good point.
If I've got this covered. I would like you to go there and speak frankly about your intentions.
I'll use my gruffest, manliest demeanor. I see. This plan is This-
Very
this
good,
plan
my
is
lord.
daring yet intriguing. I knew I could count on you.
Yes.
And so the legendary alliance between the three clans was decided at Zentokuji, the made-up place. The Imagawa, Takata, and Hojo clans formed marriage alliances with each other. They even ran out of daughters after a while. And at last each clan could focus on expanding their own territory to the west, north, and east respectively. Not good news for us, because to the north of us is the
Your orders, please.
to the north of Takata is us. All right, let's begin this month's council. Some kind of gruff, kind of cowboy, western kind of guy.
I kind of prefer
Reporting in.
Takeda myself. It's the Shinto way of saying it, but
It's like in our modern times when like Catholics and
look at how
Protestants
terrified
pronounce
that
words
guy
different ways.
is. Shit! We only had this castle surrounded by 1,000 people.
Holy fuck!
Here's last month's balance.
It's only a matter of time now.
Here's last month's revenue. It's the right thing to do.
Reporting in.
Here's last month's report. There's been harvest of rice. We've gained 12,537 provisions from the people.
Due to battle and revolts, income could not be obtained from some bases.
Oh man, we got revolts. Revolts. I've never seen that.
Seems I've grown stronger thanks to the Buddha's guidance.
And he's taught me the correct way to pronounce words that the Shinto just mangle.
I feel a dark pulse of disrespect coming from the north, my lord.
Say it ain't so. Nothing but love. So I'm gonna save, but this is kind of interesting to me. In all seriousness, from a gameplay perspective, I haven't been paying attention to the mood of the citizens, but I never had any message along the lines of we couldn't collect revenue because of revolts in my last playthrough. So there's something going on with the actual happiness of the people, which I think only goes down when units are in combat, if I'm understanding correctly, which is entirely possible I'm not. So where is the popularity? Is at 68 of 70, so this is not the city that's having the problem. Is this city, now this city is considered mine. See, this is weird. This is now my city, but it is also surrounded by my troops. So what happened there?
Go on. Well, that Sakata place was the place that you surrounded in the event.
Right, but now it's mine. I think it
And
went over to me as a plot
Now you need to
thing.
send those people home.
Yeah, but we had that terrified guy saying, "We've surrounded the castle with 1,000 guys."
Yeah,
Ah."
it was just like him saying that it'll only be a matter of time till they take it over was an artifact, I presume, because the game was not built to handle the event.
Either way, like, we still have the option of setting fire to our city. We should probably not do
I'm
that,
sure
though.
it'll fix itself after the council.
Let's go back.
All right.
That guy
Back to
will
the
probably get a memo.
I certainly hope so.
Beat Eye will fucking steal his lunch money if he doesn't.
So we want all of our troops to head home. We got more districts that can be built. I know where we're going here because there's already a military district right next to you. Oh, he was the overseer, huh? Oh, and this is weird. Beat Eye can't actually work on building a domestic structure while he's got troops out in battle. I'll begin right away, sir. I'll get the job done with less people than usual, sir.
Begin, my child. An exit to Beat Eye. You serve the will of
The Overmind.
the god of war.
We must slay the firstborn. And once again, I'm working on building an empire of cargo men. Alright, so a little strapped for cash, so let's spend the rest of the labor we got left.
But at least
working
you're
on it.
upgrading those roads.
It's infrastructure. You do it once, it costs a lot of money, and in this game you don't actually have to maintain. But yeah, it is a pretty heavy outlay of cash to get the roads increased, but it increases the income of your cities in the long run. It's the kind of thing that earlier you get it done, the better. But yeah, it can be a little damaging to just try to get it all done at once, like I'm sort of trying to do. And suddenly I don't seem to be able to control the game. Okay, well, we pulled back from Sakata.
Good work, team.
There's a lot of alliances going on. I should probably be working with getting something like that going. There's going to come a point where we need help with the Sakata, who are right here. Anyway. More domestic stuff can happen. Zed power is improving even more roads. Adjacent bases have gotten better thanks to all the awesome road work I've been doing. Non-man would never know what hit them, man. The wood oxen. Yeah, we do definitely need some wood oxen.
So, here's last month's balance. Here's my report.
My training's paid off, and I've grown. I'm 6 inches taller. Anybody really, really pissed off in need of treasure? No. Any place left that we need to scout? We have a city we can survey. It is not telling us that it would be useful to do so. Lest I incur the wrath of Grimith, I will actually hold off.
What a concept.
Well, a whole bunch of places can improve their districts. So, I want to build here. Coin exchange, crops and crafts. I'm always looking for the last thing that you can do. That would improve my harvest. I don't know how much difference the storm attack, that kind of stuff does. But generally, I feel like it's probably not much. And I don't like storm attack in particular anyway, because if you can surround a castle with enough troops, you shouldn't be using storm attack. It's knocking down your troop counts. But you don't always have a choice in the matter. Rice dealer might not be a bad one here, because there's only one district you're going to help with the town fair and coin exchange. But I think I'll decline that. Town fair and coin exchange, whatever. Talk myself out of it internally. Now, I have a question for you on a gameplay mechanic, Grimith, that you may have come across. Namioka clan's been eliminated. There are conscripts in this, and then there are also just, like, there's something going on where you're getting troops by just general population growth and also through conscripts, which I never quite understood the two different sources of troops. Because there's certain policies that will increase one and decrease the other.
I'm too far separated from the game to really expound upon the mechanics. It has been. You've played it more recently than I have.
Okay.
Your orders, please.
Do you remember vaguely, like,
So,
I
here's last
tried
month's
to build
balance.
lots of military type structures to keep troop counts up, and I think it kind of generally worked. So if I could,
You'll probably be fine. You're playing with a normal difficulty setting.
Here's my report.
yeah, no, I mean I got through it last time. I'm sure I'll do all right this time.
No, I haven't played this since September. It's going.
Yeah. No, it seems like in this scenario, Bishamontan is picking a lot of fights very quickly. So this is what happened. This is mainly what happened last month. Is Zed Power kind of existed. That's our report for last month. So I know I had more of this to do because I ran out of labor. Oh, I got a couple of options here. I could eventually get a castle fair or a trader. But they both start from the same branching point, so I don't really need to make that decision until later. And then I don't usually... Oh, repair bases HP. Yeah, we do need to do that for the city that we took by force. So I guess we'll get our sister to work on that. Doesn't seem like it's going to be too bad. And then we're back to having roads that really need to be improved. But they don't really seem to call out specific roads they think you should improve. I don't have an unlimited amount of gold to spend on this either, but this city is the one that's on the border with the Sakata, so I want it to be fairly robust. But I can't really afford to do it all in one shot, which is how I usually like to do it. So let's actually develop cities instead.
Can you hear me right now?
I can.
Good. I've switched my microphone to my barely used headset microphone. I have been sitting in my hard metal chair for too long, and I am going to reposition myself.
You're gonna lounge sexfully in bed for a while?
No, no, there is a caveat to this. I will not be able to read chat from my bed. It's
Oh, I better actually pay some attention to it then.
the font will be too small for me.
Master Reaper is wondering where Night Demon ended up, because I did bring Night Demon into the game just to...
Yeah, well, somewhere out there.
Somewhere out there amidst the pale moonlight, Nihon Matsu clan. That sounds like a... I'm sorry, I hope this doesn't sound racist, but that really sounds like an automobile. The Nihon Matsu. They were eliminated by the Date clan.
I thought you were about to say fictitious.
That's true. I haven't claimed any of these places are part of a fantasy land yet.
Well, until you do that. Shit.
So you can have a really terrible knockoff pistol that is prone to misfiring. What? No, I see. You can't just jump into the chat randomly at 20-minute intervals and expect to know what they're talking about.
You know, sometimes they go off on their own tangents and, like, raise their own tangential conversations.
Hey, they are JG fans. I think they probably are drawn to me by my own tangentialness.
You know, and it might be Bobo fans, and Bobo does it too, although to a lesser extent than either you or I do.
Yeah, probably so.
And if any of them are here basically because they might enjoy what I do, then they're fucking
Let us
used to
begin
it.
the meeting.
You know, you raise a good point. If we're going to talk smack about Bobo, this is the time. Because he doesn't watch these series. I don't think he's going to feel the need to go watch the 5 hours of stream he missed while sleeping of his 24-hour plus stream. That being said, I have no desire to talk smack about Bobo.
I have nothing
So,
bad to say
here's
about
last month's
Bobo.
balance.
I said earlier I have nothing wrong to say about your Ken.
Bobo is he's just a really good guy, actually.
Here's my report.
In all seriousness, he's a really good human being.
And I connect with him because he's a younger brother. I know his pain, you fucking son of a bitch.
Well, you know, I'm a middle child. We have our own issues. Bread Boy. No, I'm a Grimith fan. Well, fuck you, Bread Boy. You know, he didn't actually say, but in the context, the implication is I'm here not because I like JG in any way, shape, or form. Well, I gotta go take care of stuff. Such a shame.
I
Miss
can
JG
actually
combo.
read
Yeah.
the chat fairly enough because of the overlay that Bobo set up. All right, yeah, neat.
Cool beans.
Yeah, like.
So good night,
Bread Boy
Vizier, or
writing that.
goodbye, Vizier, whatever. He's taking care of business.
Gotta take care of some business. What
Yes,
kind
you
of
do.
business are we taking care of? Video games.
Video game business. Serious business.
That's right. So why are we here? Bobo's birthday is over. It's done. Like, no more.
Yeah, I suppose that is true. I don't know what time of day he was born, so if there's like a 24-hour window that starts with him being born, I don't know if that's over yet.
I tried raising that conversation like earlier today, and I was like, no, don't tell them that your birthday's over. It could still be your birthday. Shh.
It's birthday.
Not everyone was here when you unwrapped presents and got the game breaker.
Yeah, that's actually I'm not sure he's gonna want to let's play that, but it was a funny idea having Bobo do a follow-up let's play.
I'm fine with that.
The Neo Chuckle Fucks, sons of the original Chuckle Fucks have taken the gridiron.
In the grim dark future, one team decided to relive like the glory of their fathers.
The glory of old, the warriors of old to live again.
Neat.
All right, let's spend all the monies.
Because that's I mean, you don't have Sun Quan here, so it's not as if you could.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta go somewhere, right?
Excuse me, Sun Schwinn.
Yeah, they changed it. And don't you dare be talking about the Cow Clan anymore either. That's over. That's done.
Oh, now that Koei has switched away from calling them.
Koei has officially changed the names.
Since they've officially stricken the cow name from the record, perhaps I shall do so. I don't know. I prefer how I called people back in the day, in my ignorance of cow and old dongy and sunshine. I like my naming system better.
My personal favorite I can see his user icon clear as day, and I'm forgetting his username. Was a guy who was doing an LP of
You talking about Larry? I Hate You.
Larry, I Hate You, yes. Because I was about to say, I was going to try to think of it through the name of the character he submitted, but Larry, I Hate You was
KO.
playing KO. Yes, KO is a character in his Legend of the, or Destiny of an Emperor. I was like, I part of me wants to say something, and another part of me is like, I love this, KO. Shoni, the Shoni clan. They have a nice restaurant.
They have a
chain.
nice buffet.
Yeah. You can get you can get fried ice cream after your meal.
Oh my.
Ooh, adjacent bases grew. I thought for a minute something relevant came up in the messages. Should be reading this. Grimith's next Let's Play is the Twisted Tales of Spike McFang on the SNES. You heard it here, folks.
Don't you encourage those people who misspell my internet name.
Let us begin the meeting.
I was gonna give you an R. You were gonna be Grimith R in Destiny mode. and Bobo
I
shut that down.
noticed.
So,
Bobo slap that shit
Very,
down.
I was very pleased by Bobo.
here's my report.
My training's paid off. I'm terrified by this fact. Ah! Can't help but feel like we should be doing diplomacy with somebody.
But
I doubt we're supposed to be doing diplomacy with the Taka.
I say
Although-
like you God forbid
Scorn.
you.
Oh, dismissive of our weak influence. Well, la-dee-da, the Takata.
Takata are like, well, we've already entered into a pact with the Hojo and the Imagawa, thanks to an amazing Shinto man. So,
The Hojo are neither hostile nor interested. The Hojo just could not give a fuck about us.
like all of your problems sound like your problems.
These guys are in awe. It seems like we could make them a vassal clan if we wanted to. Maybe I should ignore the diplomacy for right now.
That would be it too. I don't know whether this is why I didn't much care for like doing the historical question. I don't know whether like doing any
Right.
diplomacy will break the historical quest. I don't know like whether trying to expand somewhere will break the historical quest. So I'm just kind of waiting on the historical quest.
Well, I'll tell you what, I will start trying to bribe the tribes that are sort of between me and the Takata.
Oh.
And trying to look for various places that could be attacked from. It seems like the Takata got attacked through here. And Ninja Clan here is 100% on the side of the Takata. It doesn't look like we're allowed to mess with them.
Yeah,
Seems
it'd only be
strange.
the border ones at best.
These guys, I just got done sending some cash their way.
Now, if memory serves about how that works, say two competing people might go to try and support like a tribe at the same time. The person with the highest intelligence wins, and
Right.
they're the ones who get the influence bucks.
I guess I'll just bribe all my tribes. You will take a break from road building, because you apparently finished at some point. Nope, not an overseer though. This is one way I can get rid of all my gold. It's not a huge amount of gold that you spend on this, but yeah, you do spend it. And just kind of threw it all out there in one shot. Now I can leave that be for a while. I guess.
Now you need to build up another shot. It takes you a month.
Well, I'm more thinking like now I have labor that's sitting here not being used, which is a thing.
Oh, we
It does stockpile, but I don't know how high it's stockpiled.
Since you mentioned labor, we learned through fibbage that there's a woman in Worcester, England, who was allergic to exercise.
Interesting. I thought you mentioned there was a woman. I thought there was going to be some like bizarre childbirthing story. The 19th of Tenlon, 1550. The daimyo of Bungo. Oh God.
Are you
The Lord of
fucking
Bungo.
kidding me?
The Lord of Bungo. Yoshiaki Otomo was suddenly attacked by a retainer and died from the wounds.
Son of
His
a
heir,
bitch.
his heir Yoshishige Otomo took his place as the head of the Otomo and therefore Lord of Bungo.
These people need to really watch their teeth more because
Oh
these
my God,
retainers
look
are
at
out of
this.
control.
This guy's awesome. Look at it. He's like some kind of stage magician.
Yes, and for my next trick, I am going to fucking rule over this shit.
Just as I thought, Father was trying to remove me from power. Okay, I won't do that voice.
One of the most intelligent and like professional-looking gentlemen, and that's what you got for him.
No, I won't stick with that voice.
That he was, my lord. The reason he suggested you heal in the hot springs, too, was to eliminate us while you were away.
No, my father certainly had senility kick in, trying to push me aside. He just looks goofy to me. I'm sorry.
You
This is a
might,
upturned
he
case.
might not have been the only one to have senility.
Trying to push me aside and pass the reins of the house onto that fool of a brother of mine. He should talk like this. He's a fool. And on top of that, I can't believe he didn't think I'd see through such a half-hearted scheme.
Yeah, well, you know,
Bread boy, not every voice is Dracula, okay?
you know,
If I come out and start doing a crazy German accent, you're gonna be like, Dracula.
was möchten Sie? Gehen Sie
Oh, that-
geradeaus bis zur...
Hey there, folks, I'm Nobunaga of the Old West. Stop talking like Dracula! I'm not dying, not anytime soon. Tea, paintings, theater, treasures of the West. There's still so much I desire.
These are some of my favorite things. Is that too insensitive?
No, that works. I like it. I mean, we're just talking about the Germans.
You know, we retainers are ready to lay down our lives for you, my lord, I guess.
Not being disingenuous at all, my lord.
Totally don't think you're just as bonkers as your father. That in mind, it would be just to avoid drowning yourself in wine and instead act like a lord, my lord.
It would be just peachy if you could stop being such a douche nozzle.
It's okay, you'll get wrapped up in religion pretty goddamn soon. I hope.
I know. Akatsura, I leave the fighting to you. Let us show the land how the Otomo do battle. I'm gonna go get drunk.
God, I hate this clan. I should really think about joining someone. Maybe the Imagawa, I hear they're doing pretty well.
And their leader is totally respectable. I just need to get out of Bungo. Because Yoshiaki Otomo was attacked on the second floor of the Otomo mansion, the assault was called the second floor incident. Clever. With Yoshishige's adept diplomacy and progressive mind, and Akitsura's unparalleled tactical abilities fueling it, the Otomo began a period of rapid expansion. Soon Bungo would overtake the land.
Let us begin the meeting. So, here's last month's balance. Here's my report.
So Peasing worked, Peasing worked, Peasing worked, Peasing worked, Peasing worked, Peasing worked, and Peasing worked. Oh, this guy actually leveled up from appeasing, so that's pretty sweet.
Yep, I'm pretty fucking awesome.
My lord, play for free online.
So Sakato's got stuff going on. Farmer's Fair, Village. Doesn't really. I mean, this is never going to be a huge city, I don't believe.
Son of a bitch! Don't you crush that city's dreams. It could be big and strong, too. Look at it all tucked up there in the mountains. It'll terraform all that.
Absolutely. We'll use some of those credits we have in our future economy for some terraforming.
That's right. And in our fictitious places, we'll use our fictitious terraformers and just level the playing field.
All right. Well, I'm a little worried about the Takeda, so I'm kind of.
Says the Takeda will totally be good friends to you.
Well, they are peace-loving people. The cicadas. They are the most peace-loving
That's
of
right.
all plants.
I mean, yeah, sure, there's a power block down there, but you'll be right.
Well, now they formed an alliance, not a coalition, so
Yeah, it's a
they won't
power
really.
block.
Yeah, they won't really back it. Like, I don't think the Hojo are going to come attacking me anytime soon.
Yeah,
but
if you start like trying to have
trying to mess with the Hojo. I've got mountains protecting me from the Hojo a little bit. A little bit. There is a path. It's just not a particularly good one.
When there is a path, my son, there is a way.
Thank you for your wisdom.
I learned that strategy.
Musket technologies, it's spreading. Clans who learn how to use muskets can deploy units with them and purchase them from merchants.
You know, that's one of the reasons why I did want to make the officer with the high pull and the high intelligence. I mean, the last time I did make the guy who only had one pull, so I figured I'd try something new for you. To keep it interesting and on your toes.
Well, I like the notion behind that, which is that somebody who's like got perfect stats and everything can get other people to do the fucking political work. It's like, somebody needs to build a farm. Well, guess what? It ain't gonna be Grimith.
And why should I do it for you, my lord? Because I'm a fucking necromancer. Look at my magic. I control the wind. I'll change it 17 times in this fucking battle.
Here's my report.
My training's paid off. That terrifies me. So we got Ronin hanging around. The Ronin warriors are here. That is not the thing that I meant to do. Kakamochi Amakusa. I'm not sure. I don't think he was the crazy Christian samurai, but there is an Amakusa who was like a crazy Christian samurai. But this guy's conservative tenant. I don't think by this game's thing it would work that way. He's certainly got a nice helmet though, and he's got wonderful ribbon nipples. As we established earlier, ribbons positioned that way are representative of nipples.
I like a man who's not afraid to compliment another man on his helmet or his nipple ribbons.
You know, I'm comfortable in my own sexuality. I can. So
It's good.
Work on a theater and a no theater. Patrol grounds, shrine. Makes adjacent units suitable for conscripts. This is always a weird one to me. We don't want to do churches. Churches are pretty awesome, but they'll improve our innovation, and we don't have Christianity yet, so they're not something I would build as the Uesugi, which we are not actually the Uesugi yet. So I guess gold and population increase at the theater is probably my best thing I can do. Slightly more suitable for conscripts and then stop there, I guess I could do.
You think you might try to change your the tenets here from like conservative to a more neutrally progressive outlook?
Nah, I don't know. If I wanted to play progressive again, I would have chosen a different clan. I mean, I guess you can. That could be like a challenge. Can you play as the Oda and make them ultra conservative? But it seems like a lot of extra work. Where's SmackDown? Here Comes the Pain. Well, it's sitting right there on the desk across from me.
Well,
it is not currently inserted in the gaming machine.
Well, you did say that at some point you'd like to
do the title
Shimazu game. Like that would be your progressive game next.
Yeah, no, that I could have a lot of fun with that. I think, but Shimazu, huh?
Perhaps I should have predicted a Shimazu game instead of this game.
Well, no, then I wouldn't have said, God damn it, Grimith. I would have just ignored you and then come and played this game, which I had intended to play. You did not actually control my decision. I was just amazed that you predicted it. Yeah, I'm just trying to convince you of I know not to be true.
It can't be true.
So I could do here's a necromancer. Oh, somebody. actually went and found the RTK episode. Yeah, so why listen to Grimith and JG in real time when you can go back to a past JG video that talks about Grimith? Anyway, so I'm trying to make a decision, and I'm agonizing over it way too much. Do I want to increase income very slightly and population increase at the city, or do I want to actually make it more suitable for conscripts? And what bugs me about that is that it's like, I always hate the ones where you can't take it to a second tier. Like, it bugs me that you can't advance it again, but Drogrons is probably the smarter choice.
Not being able to advance something again means that you save money and time on not advancing it again.
But all this is doing is letting me have another 200 or so conscripts in this city, which doesn't... I think the growth increase might be better. It might be something where eventually I decide to tear down the theater and replace it, but...
Yes, and in the future, should you be dissatisfied with this building, you can always tear it down.
That's something that's worth knowing. Yeah. I'm thinking about this way too hard. It's not that big a deal. All right.
What I would ask is, what do you think will make the most impact during the next amount of time that you...
Oh, the growth one would definitely, if anything is going to make a difference, it'll be having the city grow a little bit faster.
Because, you know, while you might very well continue to play this game beyond this...
I might very well not. Yeah, I got you.
You are also seduced by the new sleek romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Hey, Zerfall just showed up, and he's making his parents watch some of the stream right now to see what it's about. Oh, man. Hey, don't talk about that thing you guys were talking about when I got in. You know, the wet thing.
Zerfall, if you want to get back in the Skype call, you can, and you can read chat for JG.
Oh, Grimith, if you're, you know, getting kind of...
I'm going to be with you because I have a role-playing game to play in like 4 hours. I just don't want to deal with those juggle files.
Yeah, I'll get some turrets going. This is my frontline castle. It probably should have turrets. Seems like a thing that it should have. Now here, oh, 3-story tent. See, they didn't go with the tent I would have gone with. Interesting. Oh well. I'll get a turret going here just in case. I really hope my main city doesn't come under attack anytime soon, but it's reasonable to be kind of prepared for the possibility.
Wow, I mean, historical quests wouldn't have your main castle be attacked, right?
No.
How will the forces of the triumvirate get to you? I mean, really?
Well, Kenshin Uesugi, I believe, died of natural causes while at war with the Oda, who are not even on the map as a threat at this point. They're on the map, but yeah. We've gained enough trust from Imperial Court, so we'll stop diplomacy. So we now have the ability to cash in a favor from the court if we need it. For example, if they're besieging my main base and I never bothered to build defenses for it. And we finished a turret. That didn't take very long.
Begin the meeting.
I think I'll go ahead and call it a video for YouTube. Because I have this vague notion that it's been long enough.
You're being cut off, YouTube.
Sorry, YouTube. You gotta go home.